Hey everybody. Pearl Harbor Day. Hey Marines and Army Mom. Northern fishing. It's my little concoction I made, y'all. Got crab legs, shrimp, turkey necks, boiled eggs, corn, and sausage. Yep. Oh yeah. It is Marines and Army Mom. Think I outdid myself again. That flavor. Hey Northern. Oh yeah. I gotta go get my I gotta get my drink, y'all. Hold on. Don't y'all judge me now. Don't y'all judge me. It's my second beer this year. She in the back room. What up, Derek? Ah, you on break, huh? Thanks for joining in, Derek. She in the back room is Marines and Army Mom. I don't think she feeling good. She don't want to talk to me anyway. Oh my God. She probably she probably will in a minute. She probably will in a minute, Northern. Oh man, that was good, though. Somebody put Derek in timeout. He's starting already. I didn't even catch no fish, Derek. I got skunked. Shit, I got skunked what Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and yesterday. Hey, Jackson. It is, man. Look, I stuck this glass in the freezer. I wet it, stuck it in the freezer. That's what's in that glass. Stuck them in the freezer too. But I hadn't drunk a beer. This is like my second beer. Well, third, because I poured two of them in there. I had one of these when we were at the Roadhouse earlier this year. I got one of these and I couldn't even drink it all. Yep. Oh yeah, Jackson. Thank you, Jackson. Thank you, Jackson. They do count. But it wasn't a target species. I wanted fish. I wanted crappie. Oh yeah. No, do y'all have street tacos where y'all at? I love them street tacos. I like them street tacos, man. I'm over here sweating, y'all. I put a lot of seasoning in them. A lot of spices. And got me sweating. And I think I left my, okay. Yeah, I love them street tacos. I had to get used to them, though, coming from Louisiana when I moved to Texas. Because I had never heard of no street taco. And, this ain't as spicy as the gumbo, Marine and Army Mom. It is, but I could bear this here. Hey, Dirty Strawberry. Flopper. Let me turn my thing on. There go Marines and Army Mom speaking to people I don't even see. All messages. There we go. It is Dirty Strawberry. Man. I don't even know where to start, y'all. Yep. Is there any more NFL games on, y'all? I just watched well, some of it. I ain't watch all of it. I just watched All right, you too, Derek, man. Don't work too hard. Damn. Okay. Chiefs and Texans. Yeah. Yeah, I just watched Green Bay beat up on the Bears. A little of it. I caught the last quarter. Thank you, Marines Army, Mom. I don't know if you saw me. I was paused like this here, looking. I was reading what he said. I was reading what he said. And I was just about to go off. I was just about to go off. And you got it. Yeah, the Raiders lost to the Broncos. Mm. Oh, man, I'm sweating bullets, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it. And it ain't hot. It's hot, but it ain't hot, hot. It's the spices that's in it. Eat this corn. It's that green giant extra sweet corn. Man, I love that corn, y'all. I'm gonna see if I can take it. Now this will be holding this season here. This that corn and them damn potatoes. Then I got a turkey neck over here, y'all. Well, turkey neck pretty good. Okay, it ain't bad. Let me find this game. Is it on Paramount? Oh yeah. Let me look this game up real quick. Ooh. Oh, excuse me. now it's coming on Peacock. Peacock, Hulu, and NBC Sports. Yeah, my grandfather fought in World War II. I'm gonna show y'all a picture. I'll show y'all a picture of him in his uniform. Him and his buddies. Oh no, that's him by himself. I got one with his buddies though. Yeah. Yeah, I got one with him and his buddies. I thought I had it hanging up. This David must have took it down and put it somewhere else. Yeah. Oh yeah. All right, let me set y'all back over here. Let me see which one of these I can log on. Cause I don't even think I'm logged on. Wow. That's far. That's far back. Marines Army Mom. It is. That's awesome. Oh, excuse me. Man. Okay, I can't do Hulu. I have to log in. Then I'm on the wrong phone, y'all. Let's see if I can go on Peacock. Yep. There we go. They already started playing? Man. Y'all sweet. sweating bullets over here. Oh yeah, they about to start. No, and I got turkey neck over here too. I am. It's all that season I put on them. It's good though. I need a sweat. Damn. I hate when that happens. Look like no meat in here. Yep. I need to. I need to, Northern. Like I said, I don't think I sweated. I ain't sweat like this in a long time. I used to have a coworker at work. He used to ask me all the time, man, do you ever sweat? How you get away without sweating or whatever? He said, I see you drink a lot of water and everything, you know. So that ain't normal, you know. And I was like, man, I don't know. I know my body and I take it easy. Oh yeah, that was good though. I didn't get to eat none of these, y'all, like the gumbo. Cause Miss Davis ate all of them. Yeah, Miss Davis ate all the clusters out the gumbo. Oh, there we go. There we go. Man. It was Marine. Look, she told it regularly. I ate that one bowl that first night, and that was it. That was it. But I knew it was gonna kind of work out like that because I don't. It's hard for me to eat. I, it's hard for me to eat the same thing the next day. You know. So if I cook some, I'm not gonna eat it the next day. I'm gonna eat something different. But the third day, I eat it. I come back and eat it. But I had to kind of switch up my taste buds, you know, that next day. This turkey neck pretty good. All right, now it's starting to get spicy again. What up, Hat Trick? Like, you gotta start working, buddy. You gotta start putting in that overtime. What up, Rivers? I made a seafood ball. Well, a semi-seafood ball. It's crab legs, shrimp, sausage, turkey neck, corn, eggs, and potatoes. What up, Alan? Yeah, today was a lazy day for me. I lounged around all day. I got up this morning and I sat there and I was sitting there thinking. Was I gonna go fishing? And I had in my head that I was gonna go at first. I had in my head I was gonna go. Came in here and cooked breakfast. Excuse me. Yep, I came in here and cooked breakfast, Rivers, everybody. I came in there and cooked breakfast. I cooked some bacon, grits, eggs, had a piece of toast. Miss David wanted some hash browns. So she had fixed up some hash browns. I started cooking. But then she came over there and wanted to put onions and cheese. She wanted to hook it up. So I stepped back. I went over there and fixed my plate. I sat down and got to eating. I sat there and got to eating. And then so when I got to eating, I didn't fix no cup of coffee. I drank a cup of orange juice. And I got to eating them eggs and grits and toast. I had one piece of toast, 4 pieces of bacon. Excuse me. I got done eating that. Went in there, laid across the bed. I think that's when I clicked on your live, Rivers. I clicked on your live. Let me see that I go your live first. Because I watched somebody else too. Yeah, I did click on yours first. Because when you left, that's when I went to Scott B's. Scott B was out there in the snow fishing, y'all. All right. Thank you, Marines Armor Mom. What up, seen it? Man, I'm sitting there eating, man. Ain't no fishing today. Ain't no fishing today. Look, I made me a little seafood ball. Crab legs, eggs, shrimp, corn, sausage, and a turkey neck. Yeah. But yeah, that was your, yeah, I clicked on your live first, Rivers. And when you ended, when the Scott B and who else? Arizona Outdoors. Man, it looked so good out there with Arizona Outdoors was. It looked so good out there, man. I'm talking about the sun was out. It looked beautiful. I was like, man, I'm sitting there looking out my window. My window, I'm looking out my window. We had a little overcast. It was looking all gloomy looking outside. But where Arizona was at, Outdoors Arizona. To my outdoor Arizona Outdoors, uh, like I say, the sun was out, it was all bright. And then he said, I think he told me it was 70 degrees. It was 70 degrees where he was at. I was like, man. But you know how they go, y'all. You know how they go. During the summertime, we be wishing it was cooler. Then we get that cooler weather. We be wishing it would warm up a little bit. Oh yeah, he was hat trick, had me up there reminiscing, man. When he left, I turned to a 5-year-old kid again. All that what Karen was talking about, watching the cartoon, the Charlie Brown and all the Christmas all the all the Christmas cartoons and Rudolph and all that. That's what I was doing. I was sitting there thinking about all that, listening to that music. I was like, damn, I said, Rivers got a hell of five playlist, Christmas playlist. Like, man, took me back 47 years ago when I was 5 years old. 5 years old, 3 days before Christmas, looking at that tree, waiting, like, man, which one of them I'm gonna grab? Which one I'm gonna grab? Cause my mama always let us open up one the day before Christmas. She let us open one. I'm sitting there playing in 3, 4 days before Christmas, looking like boom, go there and touch one, see if my name on it. You know what I'm saying? They don't do that no more. They don't put the names on them. They don't put the names on them no more. At least I had seen nobody do it. I think they color coordinated. They color coordinated now with the rap. you you a dancing hat trick? You still put the tags on Rivers? The name tag? On it. You know what? For the last, man, I know probably about the last 7, 8 years, I I've been staying home. I've been staying here in my house for Christmas. I used to go to my mom's house or whatever. I used to go there and go to Shreveport, visit my family or whatever, you know, and eat dinner with them, you know, and come back. Cause Christmas, my son 33 years old. I stopped getting Christmas gifts when he was born. All this switched over to my mama. I mean, I'm talking about to my mama. My mama switched all that over to him. Yep. My son was born 33 years ago. I stopped getting Christmas gifts. You know. I told him what he gotta do. He gotta sit there and he gotta go soak in the Epsom salt. Hat trick. I don't think they'd ever get old. That robot dance. The pop locking. Uh, I don't think none of that's gonna ever get old. Marines and Army Mom. I'm still waiting on that picture of that snow angel. I think Rivers went out there and tried to make one today, but it wasn't. He said it wasn't. There's no snow on the ground. He had left us for a long time. I went through about 4 or 5 different moves, River, while he was gone. While he was gone and you was letting that music play. I went through about 4 or 5 different moves, man. I was happy one time, got sad, happy again, and sad, and like, man. See, like, I'm gonna tell you what the part I was thinking about when I was 5 years old. All of us stayed up under one roof, man. My whole family. What up, Ken Dog? Yep, all of us stayed in all you gotta do is pay one of them little kids a hot cup of cocoa and do it, and just go out there and take the picture. Tell everybody we did it. I mean, tell everybody you did it. Just get one of them little kids a hot cup of cocoa and tell them make you a snow angel. Make sure that kid's your height now. Make sure he your height. Make a little snow angel. And Ken Dog, she need a whooping. Who need a whooping? It is good, man. See me sitting over his sweating bullet. I whooped it up. I can't even eat all this I got on this tray. All right, I think I had a beer in I think that was like April. Either April or March. We went to Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse. And then this one here. I'm already there, man. I ain't even finna eat no more. I'll probably eat me a little piece of sausage. And that's probably about it. I might eat another piece of corn, another piece of potato. I should have put me a third corn on my plate because this corn is good. And I love that extra sweet corn. You gotta stop showing her that, Ken Dog. It be good, man. That's that Louisiana in us, man. We love, well, I love cooking. Both of us love eating. Yeah. But I love cooking, you know. And every time I cook, y'all, I always cook like 10 people here. Ain't nobody but me and my wife. I just love cooking, you know. I got some Miller over there. That's what I'm drinking, Alan. Dos Equis. Not Miller. I got Michelob Ultras over there. I got Michelob Ultra and some Coors. I've been had them like they over here in the cooler. I've been had them suckers almost 2 years. I've been had them like 2 years because like last year in what was it? We went on that cruise in the last week of February and the first week of March. We got out that cruise. I think I had a drink. I had a drink probably about a month after we got out that cruise of hard liquor. And I hadn't had a drink since. I hadn't had a drink since. I hadn't had a drink of hard liquor since. And this what I used to drink. This is what a buddy of mine gave me. He gave this to me for my birthday last year. And as you can see, it still ain't open. This is tequila. Yeah, my buddy gave this to me for my birthday. Then I got some little moonshine shotters. Got two of them over here. But yeah, one of my buddies gave that to me for my birthday last year. And I used to drink one of them like in a weekend. Oh yeah, Modelo pretty good too. Yeah, the Herradura, Rivers of Herradura's, man. Dang. Ooh. No, it ain't gonna go down like that, Marines and Army Mom. Yeah, Rivers, that the Herradura, man, that used to be my drink there. I started out, when I first started drinking tequila, I used to drink the Patron. I used to drink that Patron, and then there's a liquor store around the corner from here, or up the street. I went in there one day. Yeah, you already know what's up. You know, Marines Army, man. You already know what's up. Yeah, it's a liquor store around the corner, and the owner in there saw me buying. I had went in there and got me two fifths of Patron, and he was like, he said, man, let me show you something, man. He said, Patron's okay. I'm gonna show you something. Man, that man had me tore up before I left out of there. He let me taste about 10 different tequilas. The one with the gold flakes in it, that one was good. The Herradura. Then he let me taste the one with the little worm in it. Uh, then it was one with a snake in it. um, but those, there was another one. But I liked it the way that Herradura tasted. I liked it all, a lot of them. About four of them, they was like, yeah, they was like a top tier. They was better than Patron, the ones that he let me taste, you know. And I mean, you could taste like you could taste the difference. You could taste them, like how long they been sitting. You could taste like the barrel and you know what I'm saying? Like they've been sitting in the barrel. Like the Herradura, you could taste like the barrel, you know what I'm saying? From that wood or whatever, you know. Uh, you could taste it in there, you know what I'm saying? And when I tasted that, man, I was like, dang, it was just a whole nother level. Then it was smooth. You know, man, I drank that stuff straight on the rocks. That's how I was, nah, I didn't. I didn't, because everything he let me taste, it was brown. All of it was brown. Every last one of them was like, they had like a tint to them. You know, they was brown. But, he was giving me like a little shot. He had these little shot cups like that. You know, like I say, when I got up out of there, man, I was like, damn. Had a nice little buzz. I was like, damn. Yup. And what happened? Look like I just seen the Houston okay. Ken Dog, you like chitlins. I didn't even see it, Marines Army Mom. Yeah, they is Ken Dog, man. I'm telling you, man, he like when that guy did that, 'cause like I say, he let me taste the best one. All because he saw me with them two fifths of Patron. He was like, man, you like Patron? You like Patron's okay. He said, but let me show you something. Let me show you something. A Mexican guy. Let me show you something. Come here. He took me in. Here, taste this. He's like, you like it? You like it? You like it? Yeah, I like it. It tastes good. Like, damn. Then he took me to another one. He came in, he got another one, you know, boom. But I'm gonna tell you, I think the most favorite one I liked it, I wanna say was the one with the gold flakes in it. It was either that one or the one that had the snake in it. But it had like it was just man, it was just crazy how it tasted. It tasted like one of them, I guess. I don't know what kind of barrels they cure them in, but it tasted like, I mean, you could just taste that like that cure or that wood or whatever. I don't know if it was like a cedar barrel or what, but you could like just you could pretty much taste that with the bourbon or whatever, you know what I'm saying? With the like the stuff they make it with or whatever. You could taste all of that, you know. And it just tasted totally different than that Patron, you know. But the other stuff, like I say, the the uh the one that I really liked it's expensive. It's expensive. What up, Scott B? I was just telling him, man, you was out there getting it in the snow, man. You was out there getting it in the snow, Scott B. But yeah, that it's that one now. I want to say it was like 85. I think it was like 85 or $100 for the fifth. And see that stuff there? What I got the Herradura, the one I get is $65 for that bottle like that, you know. And that was pretty much my that was my limit, you know what I'm saying? Knowing what it was gonna do to me. What up, Outdoors with Skeeter? Yup. Scott B, I bet where you was at when you was outside, when it snow, man, it seemed like it don't be it don't be as cold as it do before it snow. You know, just like how it being here in them 30s and 40s or whatever. I think that's like that's that little gap between 30. No, I'm gonna say 25, around about 27 to like 45. That's that gap where you be out there shivering. You shivering. You out there shivering. But let it get like 20 degrees. You out there like this. You good. You don't even feel that cold out there. 25 or 10. You know, you don't even feel that cold out there. Or it starts snowing. Like we out there, every time it snow, we can be out there all day. But right before it snow, when it's just cold, I guess it'd be because of the wind be blowing a little bit too. You know, but for some reason, when it's cold, what up, Daniel? When it's cold, uh, I might have clicked on the wrong person name. Yeah, when for some reason when it's snowing, it don't feel like it's that cold or whatever. Ken Dow, did you ever tell me where you was at, man? You gotta be in the South talking like that. See, that's my problem. I'm from Louisiana. And we don't get that ice and snow and you know what I'm saying. But we didn't. I remember growing up, man. It probably snowed like every. We might have seen snow by every 5 or 6 years, you know. And out of the 5 or 6 years, it probably stuck maybe every 10 years. It might stuck. Okay, one of my coworkers from Compton. Yeah, I think he moved here last year. He moved here last year or whatever. Yeah. Now, was it last year? It might have been. Yeah, it might have been last year. Or probably it probably was the end of 23. He moved here. Yeah. Okay. Don't say they from Louisiana, man, because everybody, it seems like everybody family roots uh in California is from Louisiana. I just like I didn't know Serena and them was from well their dad was from Louisiana. I think Serena them from Louisiana too, from Shreveport. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I ain't put that together when I looked at them reels. I looked at them reels, and I think the first one I seen the girl dancing with the straight leg pants on or whatever, with the baggy pants on. Yep. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't pay that no attention. Yep. What up, Brody? You don't want none of this, man. This stuff spicy, man. You see how to sit here? I got a big old towel over here, and I've been sweating bullets while I was eating. Yep. Zyro! Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's all good, Ken Dog. I like meeting good people. All these people up in here in this chat, good people. Now I don't think he won't know. He probably he probably don't even know how. I don't look. I've been sitting here picking off of it. I ate the turkey leg. I ate 2 corns. I ate 1 egg, and I ate probably about 2 or 3 shrimps and a piece of sausage and a little. I ate one little leg of the crab leg. This one leg of that. Yeah, and like I say, it's the potato. Let me see, it's the potato and I want to say it was the potato and the corn. That held all that spice in there. The potato and the corn, but the shrimp, yeah, the shrimp had a little bit too. But the crab leg wasn't. It just kind of tasted regular. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm the same way, Ken Dog. I do what I do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't perfect. Nobody's perfect. You know. But I do believe in God and I fear Him. I'm I'm where I'm at because of Him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That burns twice. It get your ass hot and it get you it get your ass hot and wide spicy. Know what you mean by twice? Yep. I take it day by day, you know what I'm saying? Day by day, like I say, you want for him, cause I did some stuff, man, when I was young. I did some stuff, I seen some stuff, like the average kid, you know what I'm saying, growing up, you know. The average kid growing up, you want to go out there and test the waters, you know. Go out there and test the waters and do this and that, see what that do. See what that do and this and that. Man, I remember when I was a kid, y'all, I had found this little 22. I found this 22 pistol, y'all. I think I was probably, my little brother, me and my little brother like 5 years apart. My next youngest brother, the middle one. I got another baby brother, He 35 years old. So we like 17 years apart. But when I was about 4 years old, right before I turned 5, I had messed around and found this gun. I guess somebody had dropped it. Cause we used to have, where my grandma lived, they used to always walk through her yard and jump the gate and go through the yard, go through the people's yards or whatever, to keep from going all the way around on the streets or whatever. But I guess somebody had dropped it in her backyard while they were jumping their gate. But I found it. And it was one of them little 22s where you had to pull a little deal to the side and load it up one by one, you know what I'm saying? Spin it and load up one by one. But it was still I guess a 6 or an 8 shooter. But I remember finding that gun, y'all. And I had that sucker just like this here pointing at me. And I remember I clicked that sucker like twice. You know what I'm saying? Didn't know what I was doing. I was a little kid. But I was sitting there looking at that sucker. And I can remember right to this day, y'all, seeing them bullets in there. You know what I'm saying? Seeing them bullets in that little deal or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Seeing them bullets in there or whatever. But I remember I took that gun to my mama. My mama like, boy, where you get this from? You know, she like, where you get this from? You know. And I gave it to her and my aunt. And my mom ended up like she passed to my aunt, and my aunt opened it up, and she like, boy, did you try to shoot this? And I was like, nah. But I had lied, you know what I'm saying? I had lied because I didn't know if I was gonna get in trouble or what, you know. And she's like, boy, you could have shot yourself, you know what I'm saying? I found it in the backyard. You know. And but they ended up getting it. I think they gave it to my granddad or one of my uncles or whatever. I think they gave it to my uncle. But I remember clicking that gun, y'all, twice, and the bullets did not go off. It didn't even shoot. Yeah, he was Daniel, man. I'm telling you, that's why I said what I said, you know what I'm saying, tell y'all that story or whatever, because I mean, I know, you know, it's just a lot of stuff that I've been through and I done seen, you know, like car accidents, you know, stuff that I done been in, people having shootouts right there in front of me, you know, and me just standing there looking because I don't know, you know, like I said, I'm a little kid, I'm not knowing what's going on or whatever, you know. Even when I got older and I did know what was going on, things that happened like right there, you know, in front of me, you know, because the bullets ain't got no name, you know what I'm saying? And it just, you know, I just, man, I thank God for just don't having me here. I thank God. Let me put this up, y'all. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yeah. But yeah, I thank God for having me, you know, watching over me. All right, y'all, I'm back. Now I'm starting to get a chill in my body. Yes, she is, Marines Army Mom. She put up with a lot of my foolishness. So I done calmed down, y'all. I done calmed down a whole lot from when we first started dating. We first started dating and we first met, you know. Like pretty much just imagine me on her level. That's what made us click. That's what made us click and become, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a personality, outgoing personality, just like her. You know, which I still do, but I'm just like more laid back. You know, I'm more laid back now and then. It's just so much stuff that I've seen and I'm always observing, you know what I'm saying? And I be cautious about a lot of stuff, you know. Yeah. Yeah. I be cautious about a lot of stuff. Yeah. What's up, man? Love Grid? Man, look like you went live like early, super early this morning. I think it was still dark here when you went live. Cause I seen it. I seen a notification. I seen a notification. Yeah. And ended up rolling back over, whatever. I think I had just closed my eyes and went to sleep though. My second sleep. That was my second sleep. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it had to be the first time, cause like I say, I want to say it was still dark here. I want to say it was still dark here when I seen it. I know it was like early. I remember looking at it, looking at the notification, and I clicked on it, but I ended up going back to sleep. What you talking about, Jay Hunt? You know what? There used to be that same question I used to ask people, man, and I had a pocket full of money. But I used to ask them that before they asked me, you know what I'm saying, so they wouldn't know or think I had that. Man, them whole song. You know what I'm saying? That be whole song. Oh, you talking about some lures? I got a ton of lures, y'all. I got a ton of lures. You need a hook? You need a hook too? But yeah, I used to ask, I'm telling you, look, all my homeboys and stuff, before they even asked me, I made them a whole something, man. A whole something. I'm sitting there with a pocket full of money. Pocket full of money, or I got money stashed at home or something. I done got paid or something. Yeah. Give me a whole something. That was that reverse psychology I used to use on. Give me a whole something. Oh, he ain't got shit. He asked me for something. I was just about to ask him. See, I was just about to ask for some. I know he got paid today. Yep. Hook, line, and sinker. You know, we got a restaurant here called it Hook, Line, and Sinker. We got a restaurant called here Hook, Line, and Sinker. What about the pole? You got a pole, rod, reel? You got a rod? You got a rod and reel too? You need that too? I could do that. I could do that. I got a ton of hooks and lures. And I'll probably go buy you some string. I'll buy you some string because I got braid. I got braid. And then I got all my braid I done paid like $17, $20 for the spool or whatever. I can't give you none of that there. Man, mine was like that too. Last year, I had. Last year I had. Last year in November. I had two poles that I bought like 10 years ago that I had used one time. They was hanging in my garage. They had been hanging on the wall in my garage or whatever. But I had used them twice, and then I had another pole, which was my favorite. That was a little I think it's called I want to say it's an ugly stick. I got it over here in the corner, but it used to be my favorite pole. This pole right here. Yeah, it's an ugly stick, just like I said. But I've been had this pole here, y'all. I've been had this pole. You can see it's still dust on the inside right there. Look at that. You can tell why I wiped it. So that's dust in there. And that pole right there, that's dust. But even this here. But this was my favorite pole. I've been had that pole there probably like right at 25 years, y'all. Since we moved here. That was the first pole I bought when we moved to oh yeah. Yeah, that's what I do, Ken Dog. Look, I'm gonna show you something. I'm finna take y'all over here. These poles on. This my little arsenal I don't even use. You see they still got plastic on them. Yeah. This what I don't even use. But that pole was sitting in the corner right there. This my carry-on here. These are poles that I'm fishing with. These the poles I was talking about right here. See them poles there? They was hanging up back there on that on those two racks right there. But them poles there like 10, 15 years old. Them the last poles that I bought before I started buying all these here. I just bought all these poles like a year ago. There go Coco, y'all. Hey, Coco. Say hey to the people, Coco. You ain't finna get out. It's too cold out there. You ain't gonna even want to get out there. But yup. Yeah, that's my little. This is my little collection. Now I let it loose and Abel Garcia. I got a crappie stick over there, right here. That's a 11-foot crappie stick back there, that green one. That's my 11-foot. But yup, that's just one. And then right here behind y'all, you ain't even see that there. Then I got some in the attic. I got some in the attic too. Which where I'm gonna put. That's why I'm gonna put this one here. See, I got 4 of these here. Look how pretty that sucker is. I'm gonna show you how pretty it is. Look at that. Look how pretty that sucker is. But I got 3 of these. I got 2 orange and another green one in the attic. This is my 8-foot I was telling you about right here. This the B&M 8-foot. B&M. This thing here so light, man. I'm talking about this thing is I can feel the difference, you know what I'm saying? It's light, it's lighter than this is ACC crappie stick. Way lighter. Yeah. Let me turn back around here, y'all. Sit back down. See what y'all was saying. You can't be Ken Dog. You can't be, man. Hey, I'm trying to lose this. I'm trying to lose this belly, man. Yep. I'm trying to lose this belly. But now, man, all them poles over there in the corner, except the ACC crappie stick, they came from. I might have a few that came from Bass Pro, but I want to say most of them came from Walmart and Academy. And it was just, man, I got addicted to them damn Luz and Abu Garcia colors. I got addicted to them, man. I'm talking about, I was just infatuated with them. Every time I saw one, you know, boom, I buy it, you know. That's what I was doing with it. That's how I ended up with all them poles or whatever. Yep. I was online. I was on Fishing with Furge live today, and Furge had a like a lime green, almost like that catfish pole I just showed you. Yeah. Uh, he it was, and I asked him, I was like, man, what kind of pole is that? And he said Luz. And when he said the name, he was like, I think he said H1. Uh, Let me see what the name of it is. Oh, HS1. It's hypersonic. Hypersonic. It's Lulu's hypersonic. So I was like, I said, man, I done heard of that name before. You know what I'm saying? And I said, I'm gonna give me one of them because I like the color. It's almost like the color of a ACC. It's that lime green. It's like where it's really this toxin green that's on his See that toxin green that's on that sleeve, that raw sleeve? It was that color there. But he yeah, he told me that, but the name of it is hypersonic. It's just the HS1. And I was like, man, I heard of it before, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, man, I'm gonna go in there. He said, yeah, I got it from Walmart for like $20, like $20, you know. And I'm like, man, I'm finna go in there and buy two of them right now, you know. But when I went on there, I typed in the wrong name. So I didn't see it, you know. And I asked him again, and he told me the name again. And I was like, okay, I went in there and typed in the wrong name. So, yeah. And I was like, I said, man, I probably got one of them. I said, let me go over here and check before I mess around and buy some again. Because I said, I got a habit of buying shit twice, you know. And I go right over there in that little corner what I just showed you. And sure enough, I had that exact rod. Well, not the exact rod. The exact model what he had. The one I got is orange. His was green, but I still want that one he got because I like the color, you know. I like the color or whatever, you know. Because it's like I say, they catch the fever call that toxic green, but it's a lime green, you know. Yeah. Yeah, it do. It do have treat. It sure do. As you can see, I got all these poles in here. And they just sitting here, you know. For one, I really don't even want to get them dirty. That's why I got them inside the house, you know what I'm saying? I got them inside the house because I don't want to get it dirty. The poles I just showed you, that the one that I had over there, and then the black one I just brought over here, those been sitting in, we've been in this house 15 years. And they've been sitting in their garage about that long. Cause I think since I've been here before this year, before I started fishing this year, I think I had went fishing maybe twice in the last 15 years, y'all. I had went fishing twice because I was working so much, you know. I was working so much or whatever, and I messed around and like I say, a lot of stuff I wanted to do, my photography business, this and that, and my other little business and stuff. I'm trying to get going. You know, I just man, I've been like praying, you know, that I could reverse them 8 hours that I was giving FedEx and put them into my business or whatever. And God answered that prayer, y'all. He answered that prayer because you know what I'm saying, I got sick like a year ago in October. And I hadn't been to work since, you know. I hadn't been to work since, you know. And I sat on my butt, man. I sat on my butt right at 6 months. Uh Before I decided, you know what I'm saying, where I sat there and thought, I'm like, man, I got all this time. I need to start editing these videos I got for my photography. These product reviews I done did. They done got irrelevant now. Cause you know, photography gear, it changes like every 2-3 months, you know. When you get that gear, you gotta do a video on and post that video as soon as you done with it. But I got a lot of videos on my hard drives that I did from like the photography and even photo shoot, which I still could post them. You know what I'm saying? I am. GDAD talk. Got videos me and my wife did, cooking videos, traveling videos. Uh, I hadn't sat down and edit them. You know what I'm saying? And man, like I said, I was praying. You know, I had time to do this and that, and boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, God, He answered that prayer. It wasn't quite the way I wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I got sick. I'm still here. You know what I'm saying? I'm still alive. You know, I'm still alive or whatever. You know, and I could do some things. You know what I'm saying? But I can't just get out there and go to work for like no 8 hours. You know, not doing what I was doing. You know, yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I had triggered. That was man. I supposed to did that today. When you brought it up today in Rivers Live, I did that, but I ended up dozing off. I dozed out watching Scott B deal. I dozed out. Scott B was out there casting in the snow. The next time I opened my eyes up, Scott B was at home with the camera pointing toward his tree, his Christmas tree. You know, I like, damn, I done rolled home Scott B. But I hadn't dozed off sitting in the bed or whatever. You know, that was, I guess, probably my fourth nap. Now, that was my third nap. Because I dozed off this morning on off the grid, mainly off the grid. I dozed off on his live, and then when I woke up, I had went to Rivers live. Then Rivers left. I clicked on Sky B live, and I was going back and forth from Sky B to Arizona Outdoors. And then I remember clicking on Sky B live again, and I dozed out. The next time I opened my eyes up, Sky B was at home. But I was watching, I always watch, this is how I be, y'all. I be on this phone, and then I had a live on the TV, you know. So one live constantly stays. I never change the live that I'm watching on TV. I just go back and forth on my phone. I go back and forth on my phone or whatever. And I go back and forth on my phone because that's how I do the chat. You know what I'm saying? From the phone or whatever. And oh yeah, you gotta pray on your knees every day. Yeah. Ken Dog, you retired? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm like Real was saying, man. I mean, and ain't this stuff that I know about editing that I hadn't even just really, um, I hadn't really used. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when you edit, really when you do a video, and right now I just be throwing stuff together. When you do a video, I had a buddy that went to school to be a director, and everything the school taught him, he taught me. You know what I'm saying? And he's out there making like little films and everything, you know, like Tubi movies and them little low budget movies or whatever. But me and him did a couple little short films and movies together, you know. And like I say, he taught me he pretty much taught me a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And as far as the video part, you know, the photography part, I pretty much learned on my own, you know, like Photoshop and this and that, you know. I pretty much learned all that on my own, but uh, he used to tell me stuff, you know, about like transitions and you know, just different edits or whatever, you know, different things to make the video pop. And I messed around and I messed around. I started editing, but what I know is like when you do certain edits or you do certain stuff to a video, or you just certain things go with certain things. Put it like that. That's basically what I'm trying to say. There's stuff that I know how to do or I know about that I hadn't even used because of the simple fact I hadn't recorded like that, or I hadn't recorded what it goes with. You know what I'm saying? What it goes with or whatever. You know, um, I hadn't recorded like that. You know, and just like if you watch a movie, you know what I'm saying. Certain movies are edited or they have different like contrast, or they have like different moods. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by mood is like the color and the concept of the movie. You know what I'm saying? You say the money box. What you mean by the money box? You mean well you can send money? Cause I'm like right there. I'm right there by getting. I gotta get my watch hours up. That's why I be going live or whatever. Yeah, I gotta get my watch hours. I'm like 300 watch hours short from having it. That's why I be going live a lot. Cause uh, like I started this channel in March of this year. Yeah, yeah, I started this month. That's why I got my Cash App on the in my bio or whatever, you know. But yeah, you gotta have like 3,000 watch hours to get that super chat. That's what it's called, super chat. But you gotta have like you gotta have a I think you gotta have 500 subs. I think you gotta have 500 subs with 3,000 watch hours. But I got like over 1,300 subs, and I think I'm like at 27, 33, something like that, in my watch hours. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey man, hat trick. It's that community, man. It's that community, and it's the people. You know what I'm saying? Your people that support you. You know what I'm saying? And like you. You know what I'm saying? I at one time, she probably don't want me to say it. I'm gonna say it again anyway, y'all. Y'all ain't never heard the story. But at one time, I was giving Marines and Army Mom the credit. I was giving her all the credit, you know what I'm saying? Because she was always there. You know what I'm saying? She was always there. She's a damn good moderator, you know. Damn good moderator, damn good supporter, you know. And at one time I was telling her probably about, what was that Marines Army Mom, about 2-3 months ago? I was telling her, because every time I was coming out the lab, I was having like 50 to 100 new subs, you know. So I say, Marines Army Mom, you going on there paying for subs for me? I said, I know that was you. You going on there paying for subs or whatever, you know. Yeah, she do have tricks. She do, man. And man, I thank her for that. You know what I'm saying? I thank her a lot. But I was like, I said, Marine Army Mom, you going on there paying for subs for me or whatever? Where all these subs coming from? You know? Yeah. I swore up and down she was paying for them subs. She's going on there paying for them subs for me or whatever. Now, but I mean, like I said, I just been, man, once I saw, you know what I'm saying, you go live, you know. And I know once you get a feeling of something, you know what I'm saying, you get a feeling of something, you got to go with your gut. You know what I'm saying? You got to go with your gut. And my gut told me, because I sat there and watched like Scenic, Real Life, uh, Skipjack Cindy. I watched a couple more, 903 Fishing, um, Cole and Jade from Arkansas. It was a lot of channels that I was watching, but I was watching it from my photography page, you know. And I was like, man, it was getting mixed up in uh, my photography or whatever, you know, because I got a lot of photographers and company, camera companies and stuff I follow on that page. And I was like, man, I got to create another page, a fishing page, to where I got strictly fishing on there, you know. And I ended up doing that. I came up with a name, and I ended up doing it. And I'm like what they call it, y'all? Uh, what they call it, OCD or whatever. I like for everything to be like straight in a line, you know what I'm saying, or everything to match, you know what I'm saying. So I asked my wife. I said, "Babe, what you want to do? You want to do with you want to do fishing with GDAD or GDAD fishing?" I asked Miss Davis that, and she told me she was like fishing with GDAD. She said, "I like that fishing with GDAD." So the next thing I did was went on there and hey Keidra, you missed it. I had seafood gumbo. Well, not seafood. It was crab legs. I keep saying seafood. I put semi in the description though, in the title, because that's basically what it was. I had crab legs, shrimp, potatoes, sausage, corn, eggs, and turkey necks. I did like a little ball or whatever, you know. Yeah, I did like a little ball, but yeah, she was like she told me, she said, I like fishing with G Dad, you know. She said it sounds kitschy or whatever, you know. So when she told me that, I was like uh she was like I said, okay. So next thing I did was went to Google. I went to Google to see if I can get that that email with that name spelled out just like that. 'Cause like I say, I got OCD. I want everything to match, you know. My URL, but everything to match, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to put no numbers behind it. I didn't want to put no special characters. I wanted it just like that, fishing with G-Dad, you know. That way, if somebody asks me what is what, you know, what's your email? What's your cash app? Um, what's your page channel? You know what I'm saying? Fishing with G-Dad. Everything fishing with G-Dad. Just like it's spelled, you know what I'm saying? Or just like I'm saying it. So I messed around and yeah, I messed around and they boom, they told me I can get that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody had it, you know what I'm saying? Bam. That went through. Well, when you create a Gmail, you automatically got the YouTube, because Google owns YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, boom. I said, okay, bam. Went on there and created that page. Then I started following these people, you know. I started following all those people that I was watching on my photography page, you know. Even this lady that just came in here, fishing with Keidra, her and her husband. They was one of the first channels I was watching too from our photography page. Her husband channel is called Fishing with Tito. You know, I used to watch both of them. You know, and I went on there. Like I say, I followed everybody that was on that photography page that I was following on that photography page. Then I deleted them off my photography page. Cause like I said, I had the little recommendations in YouTube like all screwed up. I was on my photography page, but it was showing number fishing stuff. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I went on and did that. I cleaned it up, and I created that channel like in March. I think it say March 10th. I created that channel, and I was still watching. You know, I was still watching. I was in people chats. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't saying nothing. I wasn't saying nothing. You know, and I wasn't saying nothing. And then one day I was in real life. I was in real life deal or whatever. And I think I said something. He had caught a crappie or something. And I said something. And when I said something, you know what I'm saying? I said something. He instantly gave me the wrench. You know what I'm saying? He instantly gave me the wrench. And he got to asking me stuff, you know, asked me how many subs I had. Did I have any content, you know what I'm saying? And I think at the time I had like probably one short and maybe one. I ain't even had no video. I didn't have no video on which I still ain't got that many videos, you know. But yeah, he messed around and asked me that, you know, and he was like, man, get your content up, you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, everybody go sub to Fish with GDAD so he can start going live and this and that. Cause I had like 23 subs, you know. And he told everybody to do that. And I would end up going to Scenic the probably like a couple days after I went to his live. Scenic did the same thing. He said the same thing. He was like, y'all go sub to GDAD, you know, blah, blah, blah. I think when I went to Scenic page, it might have been the same day. Because I know when I went to Scenic page, I had like 27 subs. And they did that. And I'm talking about before I got off that live, I had 54 subs, y'all. 54 subs, but I still didn't go live. You know, I went on there, he told me, he said, click on the, he said, you got to try to go live, and it's going to tell you, you got to wait 24 hours, you know what I'm saying? And he said, once you know, you start going live, you know, he said, start trying to create some content. But I had already had some videos that I had recorded because me and my wife was fishing since last year in November, and I was recording all of it. And I was putting it on a drive. I was putting it on a hard drive or whatever. That's what I wished. That's what I wish I had, Miss Keidra, so I could show Tito. That's when I was tearing them crappies up from like November last year to like what was it, March, April of this year. I was tearing them crappies up. I had a bunch of videos that I was making, and I was just study putting them on a hard drive. But my plan was to when summer hit, I knew I felt like I was gonna be going out there in that 100-degree weather. So my plan was to sit home and edit them videos and start dropping them. Well, when I sat down in June and plugged that hard drive up to my computer, that sucker crashed on me, y'all. I had lost 2 terabytes of footage. I was so mad, man. I called SanDisk and emailed them. Man, I must have talked major crap to SanDisk. Major crap. Because at first she was trying to tell me, she was like, she kind of made it sound all good. She was like, no problem, we can recover it. She was like, we can cover it, you know. She said, I'm going to send you the software to recover it. I said, okay. I go on there. boom, I see my stuff. I see it on there or whatever. But it wouldn't let me download it or whatever. So she said, I'm going to send you the product key. You know, I'm going to send you the product key or whatever, so you had a full version of the software or whatever. And, man, look, Miss Keisha, man, look, I still got some of it because I was putting it on. I got like, I think I got like 5 SSD drives. Then I got a big RAID back there in my closet or whatever. But I had went and bought 2 SSDs to put strictly fishing stuff on there. The other ones was my photography stuff, you know what I'm saying, and GDAD talk videos. But when I filled that first one up, when I filled the first SSD up, I started putting some videos on my other drives, which is the photography, you know, my photography drives or whatever. And I still got some of them videos. Now the other one that was that was on that strictly on that one that lost, that crashed on me, that's what I lost. But you'll see the difference when I do start editing them and posting them, because all the recent stuff, I'm gonna say from I think July. From July on to now. No, I don't even think it was July. I think it's like August. From like August on to now, we got the Fishing with GDAD shirts on, because that's when I got the logo. That's when I got the logo and I started pressing them shirts up. You know, I think like in August or September when I started doing that or whatever. But like everything else, you'll probably see me with a shirt like this on, or a GDAD Talk shirt, or a Greg Davis photography shirt. You'll see me with that on. That's how you know it's the old videos, you know. But I think I probably still got probably about 4 or 5 of them. But I also drove, man, because man, I used to pull out crappies. I used to pull crappies out that was like, I mean, they was 12 inches or better, you know. Especially like in February and March, man, everything I was pulling out that sucker was like 12, 14, 16, big old crappies. I'm talking about big crappies, you know, big, and they were like that thick, you know, thick crappies, you know. I was pulling them suckers out, and then it was like when it heated up, phew, that bite just shut down. And I ain't got no boat, you know what I'm saying? I knew what they did. They went out there in the deep, you know. They went out there in the deep, and then it's like right now, see, they come in like during the fall, but like Texas weather so messed up, cause I mean, we'll get cold, then it get back hot, or get back warm or whatever, you know. And it was like, instead of them coming in like they was coming in everywhere else, they hadn't did that here yet, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I be constantly going out there waiting on them to come back in, because they come in the fall, they come in for a little while, like a week or two, you know. And I might have missed it, you know what I'm saying? I might have missed it, but I don't think I have, you know what I'm saying? I don't think I have, you know. Yeah, I don't think I have or whatever. But yeah, the bite been like crazy, you know what I'm saying? It been like crazy slow on them crappies, you know. That's why I told Tito what I told him when I told him I'll wait till February. Cause I see they catching they be catching them suckers like they about to get ready to spawn and this and that, and they not active like that here. You know what I'm saying? I gotta drive like, now if I go to East Texas, they're a little bit more active than they are here in Dallas, you know. They're a little bit more active or whatever. And they in, you know what I'm saying? They coming in or whatever. But anywhere around here, you gotta pretty much have a boat, you know what I'm saying? Now I got a few spots I could go to. I gotta Yup. I got a few spots I could go to with Kiss on. I got your hat trick. You know what? My wife said something about that last night, man. She sure did, cause we was talking about that. Uh, and she mentioned you. She sure mentioned you. She said he in the UK somewhere, ain't it? She was like, cause I want to send him a shirt. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah. I said, I don't know how they work. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's a shirt. You know what I'm saying? It's a shirt or whatever. I know I learned my lesson about them damn rods though. Them rods, man. That's and Big Matt in the same state I'm in. But I just caught hell shipping that rod, you know. I caught hell ship mainly really because it was mainly because I had to go through at first I had to go through a postal service because he had a P.O. box. And nobody delivers to a P.O. box but the postal service. And the postal service, the next problem I had was when I was gonna pay for it. When I was gonna pay for it, uh, the next problem I had, the postal service told me it was too big. None of their carriers was gonna want to carry it, you know. So I was like, what? Like, man, come on, man. I done had people deliver stuff bigger than this to me from the postal service, you know what I'm saying? Then the postal service deliver packages for Amazon every now and then, you know. But that's what the lady told me, you know, none of her carriers was gonna want to carry it or whatever. So I was like, boom, I had to call Big Mac. Like, man, I'm having a problem, man. Big Mac said, man, I give you my address. It ain't no problem, you know. I give you my address or whatever, you know. Cause I had told him the situation. So he gave me his address. And what I did when he gave me his address, I didn't even go to the postal service because I knew they weren't gonna do it. I just went to UPS. I went to UPS, but what I should have did was went to FedEx because I get a discount with FedEx because I work for FedEx. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. But yeah, hat trick. We most definitely we most definitely have to see what the business is, you know what I'm saying? On getting you one. See if we can get you one up there. Yeah. You compare it from year to year, Ken Dog. Yeah, you have to do that. That's how you study them fish or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And study what they do, you know. And see, that's what I'm just not getting time to do that, you know what I'm saying? By me not being at work and by me being able to go out there and fish, you know what I'm saying? More frequently than I was at first. Like when I first started working at FedEx, uh, like 10 years ago, 'cause I just made 10 years in September. When I first started working for FedEx, then I remember I used to work in the morning, early in the morning, and I used to get off and I would go fish for like an hour or two, you know what I'm saying? And that was the last time that I was able to do, cause I was a courier then, you know what I'm saying? I was a courier then or whatever, cause I was trying to get out that big truck. I was trying to get out that big truck or whatever, you know, cause I got every year they come up with different rules and stuff, you know, and I just got tired of, you know, all them rules they was coming up with, and I wanted to get out that big truck, but the guy that hired me at FedEx told me, he's like, man, I told him I was thinking about letting my CDLs go. And he say, he say, man, if I was you, I wouldn't let them go. He said, because we got positions within the company that you might be interested in the future. So I held on to my CDLs, you know, held on. And sure enough, about 2 months after I was there, I got to talking to them truck drivers. Well, at first I was seeing them. They used to come and bag up. They didn't touch no freight. We used to pull them cans out their truck, and they would sit in their truck for about 20, 30 minutes. Then they'll go back to the hood, come back with some more cans. And they would do that like 2 or 3 times every morning. But I used to do that, unload the cans. I would go out and do a route, come back. The truck drivers in the parking lot knocked out asleep, you know. So I started talking to them. They were like, man, I love my job. I'm going to retire from them, man. We don't do nothing. We don't do nothing but drive, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to touch no freight, nothing, this and that. And I was like, for real? I was like, okay. That's when I started looking in the driving for FedEx. But I had the position I had to do that for 18 months before I could switch over to driving trucks or apply for that. So uh, they was like, man, sometimes they have waivers, you know what I'm saying? I said, man, I don't think they're going to give me a waiver, you know what I'm saying? I said, I'm going to try. So I started going, when I made like 15 months, I started going on and applying for them. And the hiring manager for over the trucking part, he told me, he said, man, you got all the credentials. He said, man, I like everything, you know. He said, you got the years experience driving, you know. He was like, man, you got everything. He said, but I got it. He said, they got that hold on you over there. He said, and I can't, he said, I can't go over their head with it, you know. So he was like, what up, Bullet? So he was like, once he told me that there, I was like, he said, you got a couple more months. He said, just wait them couple months. And he said, I'll get you over here. And I was like, all right. So he messed around, and couple months passed, and I applied. And one of my partners, Brandon beat me out the first time. I think Brandon beat me out. Like, I had more experience driving and this and that, but Brandon beat me out because he had been with FedEx longer than me. That's how he beat me out, you know. So Chris Lloyd told me to apply again. He said, the next time you apply, he said, you're going to get it guaranteed, you know. He said, we put jobs on there like every other week, you know. So a couple weeks later, I applied again. But this time, Jack pulled my application. Jack was the one that got me over there. Jack got me over there. Soon as I got over there, Jack, before I even got out of class, Jack told me, he said, man, go in here and apply for this position right here. He said, it's a full-time position. He said, don't worry about it. You're supposed to be over here 6 months and this and that. He said, I'm going to get all that wave. He said, I got control of all that. I said, okay. So I had a full-time position before I even got out of class, y'all. You know. But once I got all that, though, you know what I'm saying? Like I say, yeah. Yeah, Jack was the man, Bullet, man. He was, bro. Jack, I'm telling you, Jack made that call, well, he texted me. Told me to apply for the position. He told me, he said, it's a PM position. He said, man, but you know what I'm saying, you're going to be full-time, this and that. And I was like, okay. I said, what PM consists of? And he was like 1 to 9. I said, okay, that ain't bad. Cause at first I thought you were talking about overnight. Man, cause I told him, I said, man, I can't work no overnight, man. I said, cause at 12 o'clock, I ain't no good, you know. I ain't no good. I can't do no driving after 12 o'clock, you know. And he was like, yeah, he did. He did, man. Cause he used to always tell me, cause he was the one told me, he was like, he said, man, he said, I like to give all my drivers what I call an upgrade, you know. He said, so before I post a full-time job, he said, I send it out to my drivers, you know, that's here already, and see if they want it. And he said, if they want it, that's when they go into the system for everybody else to apply for it or whatever. You know, he basically told me that. But when he sent me that text, he told me, he was like, man, you ready for your upgrade? He said, I got a position. He said, I got an opening, you know. And he's like, I need you to go on there and apply for it. I mean, he had gave me the number and everything, you know. The number, I didn't even know it had numbers on there till he sent me that number, you know, job 9245, you know. I didn't even know it had number. But he messed around and told me, he was like, you still talk to him, Bullet? What he doing now? He still with the company or he went to, that wasn't him that went to Amazon, was it? Oh, Jack Wallace. Yeah. But yeah, I remember he told me that sent me that damn number, the job number, whatever. Told me don't even worry about the 6 months I supposed to be over there, this and that. And I'm talking about I'm still in class, y'all. I'm still in, well, not class, it was training. I had already had my CDL, but I asked to do what was it? I think it was a 3 week, it was like a 3 week class. I wanted to do the extension. They told me I didn't need it, but I wanted to do the extension because I hadn't drove an 18 wheeler in like 3 years, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I was nervous that I wasn't gonna be able to shift them gears without scratching, and I wasn't gonna be able to do the parallel parking and all that. You know, I was nervous about that. You know, what up, Saving Grace? Yeah, I was nervous about that, and I was like, man, I want to do the 3 week refresher uh, course. So when I messed around and I did that. The first time I drove that truck, uh, John Raymond told me, he was like, man, I already see you know what you doing, man. You not finna do in here no 3 weeks wasting my time. He said, I already see you, you know what you doing or whatever. So I explained to him the situation. He said, all right, man. He said, don't worry about all that. We'll get you all tuned up. He said, man, he said, I'm only gonna train you for a week, you know. He said, you're not gonna be in here, you know, no 3 weeks or whatever. So I was like, all right. I said, all right, or whatever. So him and Ricky Kelly got me ready in a week. You know, they got me ready in a week or whatever shit, and boom. I was out there sucker, you know, with that full-time position. And I liked it, the AM. Yeah, I heard he did and he did and who is it? Tina and man, who did they tell me was over there doing that? I can't even remember who they told me was doing it. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of knew that was coming though, cause John he had started having like a bunch of, well, he said he was having problems. I think was it his back, his knee, and he had started doing all that. Then I'm like, shit, you don't even do nothing. You don't even do no damn physical work. You know, you can still come to work with like that there or whatever. But I just seen that he looked like he was tired. You know what I'm saying, and ready to yeah 10. I 10 Ken dog. I just made 10 years in September. I really did 9. Cause I didn't work the last year. I've been out of work since last year in October. Yeah, that's with FedEx. That's with FedEx or whatever. But I ain't got my CDL. I started driving trucks in 2010. Yeah, 2010. I had started driving trucks or whatever. That's when I got out the streets and stopped doing all my little wrongs or whatever. Most of my wrongs anyway. That's when I had stopped. Oh, you know what? They gonna get it to me, Ken Dow. I'm gonna tell you, a lot of people don't. A lot of people that work there don't really care for the company or whatever, you know. But I mean, me coming from where I come from and having the jobs that I done had or whatever, it's a pretty good company to me. You know what I'm saying? To me, it's a pretty good company. Now they do have which just every company, they do have a little fuck ups or ways of doing shit. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it was just to me it was decent. You know, you come there and do what you come there for. You know what I'm saying? You come there to earn a living. You know what I'm saying? To sell your 8 to 10 hours of your life or your time to the company. That's basically what you do when you go on every job. You know what I'm saying? You selling them uh, 10 hours or 8 hours of your time or whatever. You know, and uh, you come there and do that. And like I was saying last night about the fishing thing, you know what I'm saying? When you when you uh when you don't expect something, you won't hurt yourself. You know what I'm saying? You won't hurt yourself when you don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You won't hurt yourself when you don't get it. So that's how I went in on that job. You know what I'm saying? That's that's how like for the last 20 years. That's how I've been. I train myself. You know what I'm saying? To go in on every situation like that. You know what I'm saying? Uh, not to expect nothing. That way I won't be hurt or disappointed when I don't get it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I was with that there. You know, like I remember, man, they used to mess around and they would stop like that raise. Like we supposed to get a raise every year till we top out. Man, used to be some cats around there pissed because we didn't get we didn't get that raise. I was like, man, we don't even do shit. All we do is drive fucking trucks, man. We don't do shit, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? They pay all right, you know what I'm saying? They pay all right, you know what I'm saying? Enough to pay your bills, you know, and if you know how to manage your money and your stuff, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got no extravagant lifestyle. You know, you can make enough money to pay your bills and still put a little money to the side or whatever, you know. And I yeah, man, them cats was, man, we used to get them. They used to drop the raise from it being a full raise to to like a 2% raise, and it wasn't the fact that we wasn't getting a raise. You know, I mean, we still was getting a raise, but we wasn't getting like what we supposed to get. You know what I'm saying? The little three or 350. You know what I'm saying? That we supposed to get or whatever. We was only getting, uh, maybe $1 or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or 75 cents or whatever. You know, and man, I remember working at Walmart, and every year I used to get like a 34 or 40-cent raise. You know what I'm saying? That's how much Walmart used to give me every year, you know what I'm saying? And here it is, I'm at a job, and every year I'm getting like fucking $3 or whatever. Man, that's a big ass step, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was like, you know what I'm saying? They give me one raise, shit, they can go 2-3 years without giving me a raise, you know? Coming from where I come from, you know what I'm saying? And then, I mean, when I was working at Walmart stocking, carrying them cases of soda waters and cans, you know, canned goods or whatever, that work there was way more manual and hard than what I was doing for FedEx, you know what I'm saying? Yup. It do, Kendall, you know. I'm about to pee in the bed tonight, y'all. But I ain't gonna tell nobody. Yeah. But like I said, I was thankful, thankful for that job, you know. The job I had before that was well, not before that. It was two jobs before that. The job I had before that, yeah, I did. I did, Bullet. I did work for great people, you know. And I tell them all that, you know what I'm saying? That's why everybody up there I got along with, you know. And I didn't get in nobody's business, you know what I'm saying? I didn't try to rub shoulders with nobody the wrong way, you know. And I always I go off people vibes, you know what I'm saying? I go off people vibes, you know, and they body language, you know. And with somebody, if I saw somebody that didn't want to talk or they look like they didn't want to talk or whatever, you know, I just kept kicking, you know what I'm saying? I'd speak, boom, keep kicking or whatever, you know, keep kicking or whatever. And that's probably how I stayed cool with a lot of people up there or whatever. You know, 'cause sometimes, you know, I know some people, they come to work, you know, they might have got into it with their wife or they one of their kids or something, you know, and they damn near ready to explode on the first person that say the wrong thing to them. And it might not even be the wrong thing. It might just sound like the wrong thing, you know. And but like I said, I always read people body language, you know, and they demeanors or whatever, you know. I speak and keep kicking, you know. I used to see people around that sucker, you know, mad at each other. Certain people didn't talk to certain people, this and that, you know. Like, man, come on, man. Y'all around here making all this money, you know, all this money or whatever, not doing nothing. And it could be a lot worse. And y'all sitting up here frying up at each other, you know. Yeah. Y'all sitting there frying up at each other, you know. And but yeah, it was just crazy, you know. Nah, she's still in her room back there. She came out and used the bathroom, but left. She back there in the back room. I told you, I think she mad at me because I ain't finished cooking her hash browns this morning. Yeah, yeah, that's what it was, Bullet. That's what it was. I think before I left, man, it was some cats mad. It was some cats mad at each other. Well, one cat mad at another cat because he topped out. He got topped out on last year raise. You know, he was getting topped out, and it took that cat what 10, 15, 20 years to get topped out. I mean, rules change every month or damn near every day. You could say, you know what I'm saying, and You can't get mad. You know, why would you get mad at that brother because FedEx changed their rules? I don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? Why would you get mad at your coworker because of some FedEx did, the company did? Well, why would you do that? Well, what that makes sense at? You know what I'm saying? What does that make sense at? You know, but yeah, that's why I just, like I say, Bullet, I stayed my distance, you know what I'm saying? I knew you had a sense of humor, Bullet, because the way you used to talk to people and you mess with people, you got along with everybody. I knew you had a sense of humor, you know what I'm saying? You, uh, who else I used to talk to? Like, I used to joke with like that up there. Uh, I remember Billy Cooks was like that. Uh, but it was only a few people that had that sense of humor like that, you know what I'm saying? And yep. See, you came in there. See, Bully, you came in there when it was rough. Yep, Rat was like that. 'Cause I remember riding with him, and I remember when he best ride told me, you know, who he was, where he was from, this and that. Now, boom. Then I messed around. He was like, he remember we had a house fire. He remember that shit. He was like, man, I remember seeing y'all on the news. You know, I remember seeing y'all on the news or whatever. Uh, he told me about it there. He told me, man, yeah, I know Hermes. You know, I know Ammo. Cause that's what they call her. They call her Ammo. You know what I'm saying? Uh, I remember Elmo, she used to come up there, her and her friends come up there and hang with us on Harp Street or whatever, you know. Yup. But yup, it was like I say, man, it was I just knew I knew who to talk to and who to joke with, you know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. Cause I mean I saw people before I even really started talking to people, I saw people talking about people and the same person they talking with they down there will be walking to the truck holding hands with him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang, he just got through talking about that dude like he was a piece of trash. You know what I'm saying? Now he damn near kissing him and, you know, I'm like, damn. You know, but I saw that, I was like, man, these dudes, and then they all them older dudes, damn, these old dudes act like a bunch of young girls. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. You know, but once I saw that when I first came there, that showed me, yeah, that's what it was, Ken Dog. Eh, once I saw that there, that showed me, and they let me know right then. You know what I'm saying? Hey, better guard your motherfucking peace. Better guard your peace. You know what I'm saying? Guard your peace and your little space or whatever and shit. That's what I did. You know, that's what I did or whatever. Did that. I ain't trying to get close enough to step on nobody's toes, none of that there, you know. That's what I did. But this dude here, y'all in the chat, Honor Anderson, man, one day y'all will get to see him. Like I said, we're gonna go fishing. Now we would have went today. You'd have answered that phone yesterday. You know what I'm saying? I told Lou Anderson I said, wife, we don't hear from him no more. And as soon as I got done with the live, Bullet, I called you on the way home. I said, let me call Bullet to see what's going on. You know, I ain't go fishing today because of you too. Yeah. But yeah, yeah, this dude here, like I said, y'all gonna get to see him. Y'all will see him. I'm gonna put his ass on camera. And yeah, I called you. Oh, okay, you ain't see it to this. I called you back today though. That might have been from this day. Oh, that's you seen it when you called me back? Cause I had called you back or whatever. What was I doing when you called? Oh, I think I was getting a damn my little ball stuff together when you called. I was getting my stuff out the freezer and stuff, my crab legs and stuff. What I was finna get ready to boil. Yeah. Let me show y'all this stuff. It's probably I put like 2 sticks of butter in there. It's probably then clam together. I mean, dry it up together. That famous pot, y'all. Here you go, y'all. Get my arm out the way. But yep, yeah, y'all, that was that old ball. Yeah, that's what I was calling you for, Bullet. Hat trick gone. Yep, that's right, Ken Dog. Yeah, you know what, Bullet? I saw I saw the wind was like gonna be high here in Sigleville, but in Dallas it wasn't showing no wind. You know, and then I pulled up the weather for down there in Tyler. What up, Eric B? Yeah, I pulled up the weather for Tyler, and Tyler had pretty good weather or whatever. And I was like, so I said, okay. I said, I think I'm then I mean I got a spot over there in Capel too. I got a spot over there in Capel or whatever. But I wanted to go down to Tyler. I wanted to show you Tyler, the spot in Tyler though, Bullet. I wanted to show you that I just had a feeling, man, we was gonna come back with, man, at least 10 or 15 apiece. You know what I'm saying? That we didn't max out. You know, I just felt like we were gonna do that, you know what I'm saying? But I mean I could have been wrong. That's why things went the way they went, you know what I'm saying? That was God looking out for me. So I wouldn't hear your mouth. Man, we didn't we we didn't drove you didn't brought me you done brought me 100 miles down the freeway and we ain't caught nothing. I told you them fish was acting finicky. They wasn't biting. I told you that. I'd have had to see you in the store then, Bullet. I'd have had to see you in the store to get us a soda or get us something to drink, and I'd have pulled off on your ass. You weren't gonna drive me no 2 hours. Talking about we ain't caught no fish. I done had you come way down here and we ain't caught no fish. Like, yeah, Bullet, man, you thirsty, man? What you want to drink, man? I got you. I got you, Bullet. Go in there and get us a cup of juices, man. Get us some of them Tropicana juice. Yeah. See, that's how I be bullied. I really, I like being out there, man. And I don't mind, you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't want to get skunked like I did this week here. See, that was just too many times in a row. I got skunked. I ain't caught a fish since Thanksgiving. And I went, that was Thursday. I went, I went, did I go Sunday? Yeah, I did go that Sunday. I went that Sunday. I went Tuesday. I went Tuesday. I went Thursday. And I went yesterday. And the fourth time I went and I ain't catch nothing, you know. But at the same time, I went to the same spot. Yeah. Oh yeah, you be watching them? Fish on? I'm surprised they ain't joined in. They be coming in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, they be coming in the chat or whatever. I'm surprised they ain't came in. Okay. When you gonna do it, Eric B? When you gonna do it? Tuesday? You see why I'm protected on Eric. You see why I'm protected on Eric B. Miss Davis be on it, man. She be on it. She don't never get to she don't never forget to pray. She pray every day, every night. She pray. She be on me about praying, you know. She be on me and praying. I pray a lot. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna let Miss Davis do all things. She the quiz, Eric B. She the quiz on all it. I some things I know and I can answer. Just like I was telling her stuff, you know, when you was asking them questions or whatever, I was telling her some things, you know, cause I see her over there. If I see her, she didn't pick that phone up and get to typing. I tell her what the answer was or whatever, you know. That's if I knew it, you know. But majority of the stuff she knew, you know. She knew or whatever. Yeah. Hey man, what up, Crunch? Hey y'all, if y'all don't know, this guy that's on here, Eric B, 1476. Uh, he do Bible studies on Tuesday nights, and you normally go live on Sundays too, don't they, Eric B? Sunday afternoon or whatever. But yeah, he do Bible study on Tuesday night, y'all. You know, and y'all should tap into his channel. You know, tap into his channel, whatever. If y'all wanna learn the word. You know what I'm saying, or have a chance to pick up your Bible. You know what I'm saying, and go over the word or whatever. You know, it's not no preaching or nothing like that. It's just getting to know your Bible, getting to know that book, that good book, you know, and the meaning of what's in that book, you know. Yeah. He in the little bullet. I'm finna light you up blue, man. Don't go in there deleting people, bruh. Don't go in there. I'm lighting you up blue so you can click on his name. When you click on his name, uh a pop-up screen gonna pop up there, and it's gonna say go to his channel. You might be able to subscribe from that pop-up screen or whatever, but it's gonna say go to his channel, and just go to his channel and click on the bell. Click on a subscribe or whatever, just like you subscribe to mine or whatever. Same thing with you, Ken Dog. Don't y'all take advantage of that wrench now. Don't go in there and get deleting my people up out of here. I got somebody that already do that. Yeah. Thank you, Marines and Army Mom. Yep, I got somebody that delete them trolls when they come in here. I give everybody the wrench or whatever. Hey, Crunch, see you just tricked yourself out of a blue wrench. Yeah. I'm gonna tell you like this, Crunch. I ain't gonna even, don't nobody delete him. Crunch, go to Eric B page. Okay, go to Eric B page, Crunch, and subscribe to Eric B, and look for him to go live on Tuesday, and you'll get a better understanding. Oh yeah. Hey, Bullet. Eric B. Eric B done been through the situations too. You know what I'm saying? He done been through them same situations. Bullet, Arnold. I can't call you Bullet in here. I call you Arnold so everybody know who I'm talking to. But yeah, he done been through the same situations. You know what I'm saying? And he yeah, he real good people. Whatever. He fish too though. He fish too sometime when he feel like getting out there. He fish. He have tournaments. Yeah, it is, Bull. I just went back to read your message or whatever. It is relaxing, man. Yeah, I know a Bullet. I'm talking noise too, man. I'm talking noise too. It is, Northern. I done- this my third can. My third can. So this make I'm gonna say three. This make three of these glasses I done had this year. Cause I had one. We went to Roadhouse, Texas Roadhouse, the beginning of this year. That was the last time I drunk beer. You know, went to Texas Roadhouse. I had got me a steak, and I had that tall glass of beer, and then excuse me, and then when I was eating these crab legs tonight, the Dos Equis. It's a lager. Yeah. See it on there? It's like a lager beer. Yeah. You see it? You see it, Northern? Damn, did you? It's a it's like a log. It's almost like Yinglings. You ever heard of Yinglings? It's almost like Yinglings. $4.2, Ken Dog. Yeah. I knew that Marines on my mind. Sorry about that. Sorry for bringing that conversation up. I've been trying not to do it. You know, I don't normally drink or talk about it or whatever because of that. I know that thing, you know, and I know that bothers you. 5.5. What you drinking, Ken Dog? Bud Ice or some of that malt liquor? I know y'all like that malt liquor on the on the West Coast. Yeah, y'all. That's why I try not to like I don't say nothing, but sometimes I catch my wife and she get to talking about alcohol and stuff, but I hadn't even told her because you know what I'm saying. I rather Marines Army mom tell her, as far as what happened or whatever. But I try to catch her when she get to talking about that. But I try not to bring it up or whatever because that hits close to Marines and Army mom, when we talk about alcohol and stuff, alcohol and driving and drinking and stuff like that. Yeah. Witherspoon. Talking about John Witherspoon? What's that, Eric B? Okay. Yeah, John Witherspoon. He said that on Friday, or he told you that. You tell me he said that on Friday. I'm gonna kick myself in the butt because that's gotta be a part I ain't even catch. It's just like I probably hadn't seen it about 10 times before I realized it was a dude in the bed with Craig's girlfriend when she was on the phone with him. They won Bullet. The Saints won. Who they played? I'm sitting there watching Houston and Kansas City. It's 10-10 in the third quarter. 1 minute left in the third quarter. Yeah, she was, man. She was. Man, I must have watched that movie about 10 times. And I realized, like, man, she got a dude in the bed with her. And she on the phone talking trash to Craig or whatever. Like, man. How the Bucks playing this year? They playing all right? Is they playing like they were playing last year? 'Cause they were playing all right last year, wasn't it? Dude had a short kick. He kicked that sucker and then they already on the 40-yard line. Dude caught that sucker on the 40-yard line almost. Okay. Bullet, I know you ain't talking about the Saints, man. You can't be talking about the Saints. Don't be like no Cowboy fan now. Yeah. Ooh. 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 Man, that dude. Anybody watching the Saints in Houston? Dude just knocked the crap out that dude. I'm talking about, you know how the Cowboy fans be like, oh, we going to the Super Bowl this. We going to the Super Bowl this year. And then the first playoff game, they like, man, book them Cowboy. Man, Cowboys always do it. They do. They do. If they can keep Jerry ass at home, they'll be all right. You talking about going fishing, Ken Dog? I don't know. What my I normally do Tuesday, Thursday, and the weekends. Tuesday, Thursday, and the weekends or whatever. That's when I normally go fishing or whatever. Oh, Tuesday it's gonna get up to 61 degrees. Tuesday it's gonna be a low of 35. Why you glad the Bears lost, Eric B? Don't tell me why, cause I remember the commentator said some man he said it was a lot of and he said it was a lot of some team that was rooting for whoever played the Bears. Man, I just watched that game. Can't even remember who played the Bears. But I watched the last quarter anyway. Yes, ma'am, Marines on me, Mom. Yeah, the Packers, yeah. Yeah, I had watched the last quarter, Eric B. I remember the commentator said he said there was a lot of, damn, I forgot. He said there was a lot of fans from another team that was rooting for the Packers. And he said the reason why, because I guess it was gonna knock the Bears. It was gonna put them in a spot if they lost, whichever team it was. He need to. He need to, Northern. Now I ain't seen it yet, Ken Dog. I had just went on them. I had just went on them two lives when I went on one them two lives and then left a comment or whatever so the sub would stick. Yeah, you got, man, Kendall, you'll get a lot of views, man, if you go show people them low riders. Cause like when the pandemic was over with in 21, man, I was seeing a lot of videos uh that they were making with them low riders in California. When they was going all down Crenshaw and they was riding the scene, they were doing them low rider what they call them, like them tails or whatever. Yeah. They were doing them low rider. Cause like the dude you just got to talking about cocaine. Cocaine, what's the other one? Sugar free. Uh I seen Sugar Free make a lot of reels on a lot of videos on TikTok. He was in that low rider, him and his essay partner. Yeah. Yeah, they yeah, I was seeing them video were blowing up. They were blowing up showing them low rider. But they was doing it in like California, and then Houston was doing a lot of them. Houston was doing a lot of them. Somebody else was doing some too though. Cause it was like three states they were doing. They were showing out them cars. This was 2021, right after the pandemic. That was all I was seeing on TikTok. Yeah. Kendall, I got a partner here from Dallas. He live down in LA and he be doing them videos. I'm trying to think of the name he go by. His music company, I can't even think of it because I done brought it up. But yeah, he done made a lot of celebrity videos. He left Dallas and went down there to LA and blew up making them videos. I remember that dude used to be here with a little bitty camera making video when he first started. Now he there he wear this big harness on his back with the camera on the crane, like it's like a carrying one of them vests they carry the camera on or whatever. But and they got them poles on the side like that where he be, but it's a jacket, it's a vest, and it got a big crane over his head, a stabilizer or whatever, and they got them poles where he can move it or whatever. But yeah, he didn't. That's what he filmed with now. But he live in L.A. Yeah, Yeah. Yep, I done seen him do I seen him do a Migos video there. I seen him do a Snoop Dogg video. Uh, I think he did 2 videos for Snoop Dogg. Somebody else he did, but he down there on it. He down there on it. Yep. Yep. That's right, Northern. That's right. You have to do that. You have to treat others like you want to be treated, or you know what I'm saying. Uh, show respect. You know, to others like you do. Like I said, I vibe. I try to vibe out people energy. Thank you, Northern. Thank you, thank you. Same here. Yep. Yep. It's all true. Yep. Everybody, I already know you on that Northern. Northern. Kendall, you subscribe to Eric B? Rivers. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. You're like that, man. I try to, link people up. You know what I'm saying? Who I think they'll like. You know what I'm saying? Or if somebody talking about something. There's a lot of people on here. A lot of people fish just as well as I fish. I mean, I kind of like to keep my stuff separated. Just like what I did tonight and what I did the other night cooking the gumbo. That actually supposed to went on our other page, GDAD Talk. You know, it's supposed to went on there, but it's supposed to went on that there. I supposed to went live on it and did that, but I know a lot of y'all uh follow this page. You know, but I am gonna start going live. We're gonna start. Excuse me. Start back going live on the other page. Yeah, you probably had to go. Northern, you probably had to go up to the. There go the link right there. Marines Armor Mom just shared it. They can't click on that link, Marines Army Mom, unless they on a computer. Uh, But you might have to stroll to the top of the. Well, not to the top, but just back probably about 50 or 60 comments, because he was in here earlier or whatever. Northern. If not, just type in that that at Eric B. dot 1476. Because you won't be able to pull them up just by typing Eric B. You got to put in that at Eric B. dot 1476. And it should pull his, you have to be on a computer to click on that link. That's the only way it's going to, I mean, I could do it because it's lit up blue on my end. But I already know it's going to be lit up white on your end. Because I tried it before when I was in other people's chat or whatever. Yeah, just type in Eric B in lowercase, at Eric B in lowercase dot 1476, and it's going to pop up. If not, like I say, just stroll to the top of this chat. Because he was in here like 10 minutes ago. Yeah. You gotta leave him a comment on one of his videos, Arnold. Cause I don't think he in here no more. He probably gone now. Leave him a comment that way to stick to his he won't lose that subscription. For some reason, if you don't comment on somebody's video, YouTube will take that subscription away. It don't do all of them, but it do most of them. Yeah. But yeah, he had a Bible study. You make sure y'all click on that bell, put it on all. Cause he had a Bible study on Tuesday nights. He had a Bible study every Tuesday night, you know. He had like a Bible quiz, he had a Bible quiz Tuesday. Cause I was live watching it. I had the camera like this, y'all. I had the camera like this on the TV because I had the live on the TV because I was live. And we had got off in it so deep, me and Miss Davis, till I ended the live and I went on and joined it full or whatever. I ended the live and joined it full or whatever. Because she was liking it. Miss Davis was liking it. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you want. That's what you want, Northern, on that way to notify you when he go live or whatever. Cause he do it like he do it Tuesday. He do it. I want to say he do it on Sundays. I want to say he do it on Sundays too. But he have a Tuesday night Bible study or whatever, you know. And he did like the little Bible quiz this week where he was like asking questions and my wife was on there tearing him up. Nah, you can't be, man. You can't be Ken Dowd, man. I appreciate that. You can't be. Man, I'm telling you, because see, Ken Dowd, why I'm not ashamed, man, because I know where he brought me from, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about, I know where he brought me from, you know. Honor, you got 2 subscribers. Marines Army Mom, he old school. He kind of old school. I'm gonna show him about this YouTube thing, and we're gonna turn his channel. We're gonna turn his channel into a fishing channel. Yeah, you'll get to see him though, cause before we do all that, me and him probably gonna go fishing, and you'll get to see him on live. You know I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna go live or whatever, and you'll see him on there talking noise. You'll see him in flesh talking noise. Then you'll probably be like, this that little short fuck that was giving GDAD all that lip. Don't look like he catching nothing either. Don't look like he catching nothing either. He talking about GDAD was a rookie. Didn't know how to fish. Yeah. Arnold, you here? You blowing up, buddy. You blowing up. I don't get down, man. I get a peace of mind when I go out there. That's why I'm still winning if I don't catch none, cause I got a peace of mind, you know. Not saying not saying it exactly like I don't want to catch none. I mean, yeah, I would like to catch a fish, but even if I don't catch none, I still got that peace of mind, you know. Because I mean, it's like when I'm around that body of water and I'm out there sitting on that cooler and I got my rod out there in the line, out there in the water, whatever, my line in the water, it's like, it's like, it's like everything, like all my worries, my sickness, you know, what's going on in the world, all that disappear. It disappears when I'm out there, you know. So it's like, I mean, I just, like I said, I have a peace of mind when I'm out there. And if I don't, like if I wasn't live, yeah, if I wasn't live, I probably wouldn't even focus on fishing. I probably wouldn't even, I mean, you know, I probably wouldn't even, you know, focus. I ain't gonna say I wouldn't throw my rod out there, cause I'm gonna throw my rod out there, but I just probably wouldn't even be focused on fishing. Rivers, you should put that on live, man. You finna feed him a rat? You should put that on live, Rivers. Put that camera on there and put it on live. I did that one day I was live and a snake kept following me down the bank. Kept following me down the bank and he messed around. I had like some little bluegill that I had caught like that I was catfishing with, and I messed around and threw one out there. Cause it was like he could smell the fish or something. He could smell the fish or my minnows. Cause like when I was fishing, I seen him come up. So I left and went down to the other end. And that sucker came down. I seen him coming down there from where I was standing there. And I seen him coming. I'm like, man, he coming down here, you know what I'm saying? And then when he got right there where I was, you know what I'm saying, he was just sitting there. You know, I thought he was gonna keep going, but he was just sitting there. And then he started like he wanted to come up on a bank or whatever, you know. And I messed around. I said, you know what? I said, I'm finna feed him one of these bluegill. And I threw that bluegill out there. I threw that bluegill right there where he was. It took him about, it took him probably about, it took him about 10 minutes to get it out the mud. Cause when I threw it, it stuck in the mud. The fish stuck in the mud or whatever. It took him about 10 minutes to get it out the mud, and then it took him another 10, 20 minutes to swallow it down or whatever. But I got a short on my channel, River, where I fed him that bluegill. And he sat there and swallowed it. Yeah, you remember that doing the live stream, Marines and Army Mom? Yeah. Man, I almost stepped on one yesterday, Rivers. I was surprised that sucker was out there and it was 40-some degrees, you know. I was surprised that sucker was out there. He was right there. I was about to use the restroom by this tree. And I walked up and that sucker was like, I'm talking about right on the side of me. Had I took one step over, I would have stepped on him, you know. And I messed around and what up, Brian? Yep, I messed around. I said, man, I jumped back. It scared me. My wife, she thought I was playing. She told me, that ain't no snake. Like, man, that is a snake. I had to put the camera on there and zoom in. And she was like, yeah, that is a snake. Yeah, that's a snake. That's you about that big around. He was this snake here was like a goldish brown looking. Bullet, you still in here, man? Them people are just talking to you. Marine the Army Mom and DCP. All them people didn't subscribe to your channel, man. So you got to start putting some content on there. You got to start putting some content. I told them we're gonna turn your channel into a fishing channel. Since you like fishing. You can do whatever you want to do. But I told them they're gonna get to meet you in person when when me and you go fishing. Me and you go fishing. I already told them what you gonna say. I mean, what they gonna say. They gonna be like, man, this that little shit that was talking dogs to GDAD, and he can't even fish himself. He ain't even caught nothing. Y'all ever seen somebody hit a cigar like it was something else? For real, Rivers. For real, man. He be on here talking. He be on here talking straight noise to me, man. When I be getting skunked, and I be out there and I'll be catching fish. He be out there talking straight noise to me, Rivers. And one day he gonna be live with me. I already told him that, Bullet. I'm gonna show you how it go. All you gotta do, I'll show you how it go. Just keep doing what you're doing right now, and let it grow. Just let it grow or whatever. Let get follows and subs or whatever, and then I'll show you how it go. You could basically take a video when you catch, when you go fishing, when you go it is just see that's what I was trying to tell Kendall last night, Rivers. Kendall, you see that? You see that last comment, Kendall? That's what I was trying to tell him. Sometime I go fishing, but I didn't say it the way you just put it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say it the way you put it. I said sometime when I go, I don't care if I catch fish or not. I still win because I got a peace of mind or whatever. But Kendall was sitting there. Kendall was sitting there trying to drive me. I seen him. He was telling me. He was telling me to shut up and fish, and shut up and fish because I was sitting there talking. I had to look out, man, Ken Dog, I got my poles in the water over there. Are they in the water? I got my poles in the water, whatever, you know. And I get Kid Dog said I was talking to, but he was saying I was talking to, but he wanted me to have that pole in my hand. But I had them suckers in my I had a hoodie on, I had them suckers in the pocket because my hand was cold. I was letting that minnow swim do what he do, you know. Yeah, I did miss a bite. I did. I seen that sucker go on, and by the time I jerked the head and let it go, I did. And that was my only chance to catch a fish too. Yep. Yeah, River got a good page. Yeah, you go in there and subscribe to all of them on there, Bullet. Go to Ken Dog page. Ken Dog, Marines and Army Mom, uh, Northern Fishing. Everybody you see up in here. See, a lot of them, not even in the South. They not in the South, so they fish for different fish than we fish for. Someone fish for the same fish. Like Rivers be fish for crappie. He fish for crappie. And but some of them, you know what I'm saying, like up north they fish for pike. They fish for pike instead of catfish. Pike and trout instead of catfish and carp or crappie. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Ken Dog all the time. That's what I be doing. I I like long as I'm, you know what I'm saying, I'm having fun, I'm enjoying myself, you know. Cause the closest I get upset, the closest I get upset is like when them trolls come in and they get to just doing stupid stuff or asking stupid questions, you know. Uh they gonna like that bullet. But I'm gonna tell you, you gotta be ready to back it up, buddy. Cause there's gonna be some of them that's gonna get you back now. You know you're gonna have your day when you go out there and you don't catch nothing. You're gonna have your day when you go out there and don't catch nothing. That's why I try not to go out there and boast and brag and act like I'm this cold-blooded fisherman, this and that. Cause I know I'm gonna have them days I don't catch nothing, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm gonna have them days I don't catch nothing, and them days I might catch two or three or something, you know. And yeah. See, that's the same thing we fish for there, uh, uh, rivers, except muskies. Muskies, wily, trout. See, we have to, here, they just start stocking them ponds with trout. So we got like from November to February to fish for trout. We gonna see, Bullet. I told you they gonna meet you when we go live. When me and you go fishing and go live or whatever. When I go live, they gonna meet you then. They gonna get to put a face with them words. Yeah. There go Derek. That's another one right there. Derek, Derek Lucas, them dogs. That's another trash talker right there. See, I had to put Derek, Ken Dog and Honor in timeout. I had to put them in timeout if I'm fishing. If all three of them in my chat at the same time and I'm out there fishing, I had to put. Yes, you do, Ken Dog. Talking about Ken Dog. Yes, you do, Derek. You do be talking noise. You just on here the other day talking about Miss Davis gonna teach me how to fish and this and that and show me how to fish, and I'm the one teaching her. What up, Frank Sinatra? Derek, at one time you were falling asleep because she wasn't catching nothing, babe. One time, and then I had to show she finally listened to me, and I was like, baby, you gotta put a smaller hook on her. You gotta quit throwing out. When you throw way out there, you look for these type of fish. When you throw 5 or 10 feet in front of you, that's where the bluegill and the little stripers is. I told her that. And I told her what to put on the hook. I don't put no mint on your hook. You know what I'm saying? Put a worm on your hook. And just throw 5, 10 feet in front of you or whatever. Once I started telling her that, she listened to me, she started catching them. Started catching them or whatever. That what you told your wife, kid? It wasn't you, man. It was other people in there talking too. Then, like I said, I didn't care, you know. I didn't care. Now I'm gonna tell you, this what I would have carried that Ken Dog. If that sucker would have took that bait and took off with it, and I missed him then, I just say I called myself setting the hook, and I felt him pull on it. I felt him pull on it or whatever. That's when I'd be like, damn, I missed that fish. I probably would have talked about it about, 2 or 3 minutes. I'd have been like, damn, I missed that fish, and I felt him, you know what I'm saying? I'd have been like, man, I missed that fish. Yeah, I probably would have said that, but see, the only thing I saw was my cork go down, and by the time I jerked it up, it was already coming back up. He had to let it go, you know. Derek gone. Good night, Derek. He done got out of work. He tired. Him tired, boss. Him tired. Derek, you make sure you take a bath now. Cause I know you just got out of work. Probably smelling like strap metal, cardboard boxes. What you do, Derek? You finna go back to work. Damn. Damn. What you working 16 hours a day? Trying to get that Christmas out the way, huh? Working 16 hours or 12 hours? Or you were just getting to work when you came? You were just getting to work when you came earlier? Okay. Yeah, you were just getting to work when you first came in. Man, well, you're a better man than me, Derek, man. I can't do them overnights. All right, Bullet, man. Thanks for tuning in, man. Arnold, thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah. Yeah, I seen that River. He had just started, but I can't do that. Uh, they little Tatiana's northern, little mini Tatianas. I started smoking these because I couldn't carry it. Well, I could have, but I didn't like putting them out. The bigger ones, I couldn't. When I went to work, I didn't like putting them out. You know what I'm saying? So I started smoking these here, or whatever. I started smoking these because I carried these to work. And whenever I took like a 15, 20-minute break or I had time, I could smoke one of these or whatever. But I messed around. I quit smoking cigarettes like about 4 years ago. Maybe 5 years. It's probably been 5 years now. Yeah, I quit smoking cigarettes, and probably about a year after I quit smoking cigarettes, I picked up a habit of smoking them big cigars. And I messed around one time and I took one to work about 2 or 3 times. I took the big cigar to work with me, but I didn't like what I had to do in order to smoke it. You know what I'm saying? And so I started buying them little mini ones. Now I smoke them little mini ones like all right, Ken Dog, you be good too, man. God bless you. Viking fans. I ain't gonna even say nothing now. Him gone. Him gone. It's too late, no, and I already got him. He better be glad Marines and Army Mom ain't seen because he probably would have been deleted. I put him in timeout for 24 hours. Derek, you ain't gonna get put in timeout. I can doubt. Ashley Brady. Happy Sunday to you. They happy to see you. You must been gone away from the house, Ashley. All right, you too, man. Don't don't eat nothing heavy after 12 o'clock. And don't fall asleep on the clock now. You have a good night, buddy. Yep. Yeah, we are, Ashley. Hope you're doing great as well. Yeah, I put him in timeout, Marines on me, Mom. Well, one of them anyway. It was two of them came in here. One of them was what, Viking fans, and I forget the other one name. Yeah. So you saw the ball I did, Ashley? Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, he said something about money or whatever. And the Viking fan came in here talking about want cheese and I don't know what he was talking about. Yeah, it was good. It was good, actually. I couldn't even eat all of it. I caught myself trying to put enough on there what I thought I was gonna eat, but I couldn't even eat it. I think what did it was this right here though. That damn beer. I got full off that beer. Bluegill. Why I must sell bluegill? Would they be in Rivers? Yeah. You know what though, Ashley? I don't think it was that. It was cause I was like when I was fixing it, I had a little appetite. But once I started sipping this here, and it was like burning my mouth, like the seasoning from the bar, the seasoning I put in the bar, I started drinking it and I got full off of that beer. So I couldn't eat what I had. I couldn't eat everything I had on the plate or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, Rivers, you was at nah, I ain't even know they sold bluegill. But where they be at though? I mean, what exactly are you talking about? You talking about for bait or to eat? Cause they ain't got that. I would say in the fish tank, but they don't even have that section no more. Yeah, they ain't got that little fish tank section no more. So the only way I can see bluegill in there is probably for bait. And I don't even think they would sell it for bait. You'll probably have to be. I think you had to be deep in the south to get it at Walmart for bait. They probably wouldn't even sell it down there for bait. It's just like Arizona Outdoors. Say they sell what do you say they sell artichokes at Walmart, and they be in a little refrigerator in a sporting good section. But our Walmart don't have it. You know, the refrigerator they got at our Walmart, it just got worms in there, and that's it. But he said they sell artichoke in Arizona at the Walmart. What Frank at Rivers? What Frank at? Cause they might sell it at his Walmart. Cause like I say, Arizona Outdoors say his Walmart sell artichoke in the refrigerator in the sporting good, but my Walmart don't have it. Yeah, my Walmart don't have it or whatever. Cause that's what he fished with the artichoke. Yeah, he cool people, Marines on. You'll like him. You'll like him. He a funny guy. If y'all think Miss Davis funny, he funny too. He funny. He don't mean no harm. He don't mean no harm when he be talking to other people or nothing. He just like having fun, like smiling. I don't think I ever seen him with a frown on his face. You know. I almost thought that was River saying that, Ashley. Okay, Ashley, I was just finna say, I was damn River, you got a whole zoo. You talking about feeding dogs, snakes, and rabbits? I thought that was River saying that or whatever. Okay, Ashley. Yeah, yeah, Rivers. I saw your name and then I started reading her comment. I was about to say, damn, River, you just said you was finna go feed a snake. Now you finna go feed some dogs and the rabbit. What you be feeding that snake, River? Rats? Them little white rats? Mice? The Texans beat Kansas City 20-10. Oh, Patrick Mahomes ain't got it in him no more. Oh, the big rats. Feed them big rats. You got a big, huge snake den, huh? Yep. Already Marines Army, Mom. Thank you for accepting my buddy. My buddy, he a funny guy. You know, he know when to turn it on and turn it off, you know. He good people, you know. And he's not a young guy, you know. He's not a young guy. I'm 52 and he older than me. I want to say I think he told me he was 62, 60. Yeah, 5 feet. Yeah, she almost longer than me. I'm 5'9". Got a big one. You keep in a cage? You keep in one of them, man, that's too long to keep in a cage, though. Keep in a tank. You got in the tank, Rivers? 5'9". That's why I say she almost long, tall as me, long as me or whatever. Man, you used to be able to buy them little baby alligators here, the snakes. I think you still buy snakes. I don't think you can buy alligator no more, though. Spiders. Okay. You got to fix Rivers? Well, she can't have no more babies? Or she need a male snake? She need a male snake to do that. Man, it's 10:39 here. Yep, y'all, I'm finna get ready to end this live. I'm starting to get sleepy anyway. I've been sleeping for about 20, 30 minutes. I'm finna get ready to end the live, y'all. I want to thank y'all for tuning in, coming through, chatting with me, talking to me. I had to do something because I didn't go out today. I didn't go out fishing today or whatever. But I got to keep it going to let YouTube know I'm trying. Yeah. And to let y'all know I ain't trying. Okay. Okay. All right, Rivers, man. Rivers, Marine Army Mom, and whoever else in here. Yep, y'all have a good night, good night and blessed night. And about to shut it down. Y'all will probably see me on somebody live tonight if I can't go to sleep. But y'all take care and thank y'all again. Peace out. All right, 351 Cleveland. 351 say go to bed, Rivers. But all right, y'all peace out, man. I'll see y'all sometime this week. Y'all have a good night.